Okay, so let's look at this first question together. Well, it says find and copy 3 words used to describe how Bunce and Bean felt after their day. So let's have a look at the key words in this question. So it says to find and copy. So therefore, we are copying the word from the text. We're not going to change it in any way. We're not going to replace it for a synonym. We are just going to take it straight out of the text and write it in our answer. Okay, so we're going to find and copy 3 words. So 3 individual words. So that doesn't mean we're going to write 1 word. We're not going to write 2 or 4 or 5 or 6. We are going to find 3 words. So 3 individual words which are used to describe. Now, what type of word describes? Yes, you're right, an adjective describes. So therefore, I am going to be looking for 3 adjectives, and then I am going to be copying them exactly as I found them in the text. And to describe how Bunce and Bean. So even though there are 3 farmers, I'm only going to be looking for this question at Bunce and Bean. And I'm going to be looking at how they felt after their day. So after they finished digging for the day, how did they feel? And I'm going to be looking at adjectives that are used to describe how they feel at the end of their day. Okay, so let's have a look at the first part of our chapter, because this is where they finish their day's work, isn't it? Because at the beginning it says at 6 o'clock in the evening. So therefore that is at the end of their working day. So they will have finished digging for the day. And yes, it says Bean switched off the motor of his tractor and climbed down from the driver's seat. Bunce did the same, okay? And look, they have mentioned both Bean and Bunce. And those from our question are the 2 farmers that we are looking at. Now it says both men had had enough. Now that tells us how they're feeling, but have they used any adjectives in this sentence? No, there's no adjectives, just both men had had enough. Let's have a look at the next sentence. They were tired and stiff from driving the tractors all day. Can you see any adjectives here? Yes, so can I. I can see tired and I can see stiff from driving the tractors all day. So there we go. I've got 2 adjectives, tired and stiff. Have I finished yet? No, I haven't, have I? Because I don't need to find 2 words. I need to find 3 words. Okay, so putting those 2 words would not get me the full mark. So let's carry on. They were also hungry. Well, is there an adjective in that sentence? Yes, there is, isn't there? They were also hungry. So there we go. Now we have got 3 adjectives. We have got tired, we have got stiff, and we've got hungry, which all describe how Bunce and Bean felt after their day of digging. So in my answer, I would write number 1, tired, number 2, stiff, and number 3, hungry. Now, why have I written 3 words? Well, I've written 3 words because the question asks me specifically for 3 words, and it asks me for 3 words to describe. So all of my words are adjectives, and I've copied them straight from the text. I haven't changed them. I haven't given synonyms. They are exactly as they are in the text. Okay, so let's look at our next question. Well, here it says find and copy 1 phrase that shows that Bean is angry. So again, let's look at the keywords. So we have find, okay? So we're going to look through the text and find, and then we're going to copy like last time. So we're not going to change it. We're going to write it exactly how it is in the text. Now, this time it's asking us for 1 phrase. Okay, so not 2 phrases, not 3 phrases, just 1 phrase. And it's not looking for an individual word this time, it's looking for a phrase, so a group of words that shows that Bean is angry. So we're looking at Bean here, okay? This 1 farmer Bean. We're not looking at the other 2 farmers, Bunce and Boggis. We're looking specifically at Bean and what is making him angry. What phrase shows that he is angry, that he is feeling angry? Okay, so let's have a look at the next bit of our chapter. So both men had had enough. They were tired and stiff from driving the tractors all day. Now, is that talking about Bean specifically? No, it's not, is it? It's talking about both of the farmers, and they were also hungry. Slowly, they walked over to the small fox's hole in the bottom of the huge crater. Now, again, they're talking about both the farmers, aren't they? So we can't say that this phrase describes that Bean is feeling angry because it's talking about both of them. It says they walked over to the small fox's hole in the bottom of the huge crater. Okay, so we're talking about both men in this part so far, that they'd had enough, that they were tired and stiff, that they were hungry, and that they slowly walked over to the fox's hole. Okay, so they are both doing this, both Bean and Bunce, not just Bean. Okay, let's carry on reading. Bean's face was purple with rage. So that tells us what Bean's face looks like. Now, what does rage mean? Well, yes, rage is when you're angry. You have a rage when you're angry, and it's purple. So he's so angry that his face is purple with rage. So there we go. We've seen Bean's name there, Bean's face. It's not Bunce's face, it's Bean's face, and it's purple with rage. Okay, so now it's your turn to write your answer for this question. Okay, so we've gone through it together. We've looked at the text, but you need to complete this question on your own, okay? And then when you've finished on Year 2 reading, 10th of February resource 2, there are some more questions that look at vocabulary for you to complete. And don't forget to go back to question 1 that we did together to fill that in. And you can go back in this video to have a look at my answer to help you fill out your answer, okay? Well, have a lovely rest of your day, Year 2, and I look forward to seeing you in our next reading lesson. Bye!